Whatever questions there. For now, Stuart, welcome to Nepal on behalf of the board, and it's all yours.
Thank you, Paris. Excuse me, I've just got a bit of a cold. First of all, namaste, Nepal. Yeah, as Paris said, I've had a journey. I spent a long time on the subcontinent prior to coming to Nepal. So I've got an affiliation with the subcontinent. I really enjoy the people, I really enjoy the culture. I really enjoy the passion for the game of cricket that particularly Nepal fans show towards the players. I know it's not going to be an easy job, but it's going to be rewarding because there is some high talent here, and if we can mould the team the way that we can set up structures both in the team and below the team to create a conveyor belt of talent to come through to represent Nepal at the highest order. So I've spoken at length with Chetri, our chairman of selectors, about what type of players we need to focus on, and we both said we're going to give our 100% best to create a team, but also a squad of depth to promote Nepal cricket for years to come. Thank you.
About you've been with the test teams, top associate teams. What was the main reason you applied for this job?
To be honest, yeah, you work in the big test teams, but I prefer development, and this is a real development opportunity. Yeah, the associate teams, they're good, but they require certain attributes that hopefully I can bring into the Nepal cricket. Plus, I coached USA against Nepal in Dallas late last year, and he beat us 3-0 in a T20 series. So I saw a lot of talent, I saw a lot of passion, I saw a lot of desire, and that's what really drives me. Well, that's what drove me in my cricket. So there's a lot of alignment there. So look, it's another challenge for me. I've never been to Nepal. This is my first time in the country, so it's another challenge for me. If you're not challenged, you're not getting better yourself, and cricket's a game you never stop learning. You can always be better. So they're the main reasons why I'm here.
You've seen Nepalese cricket up close, having played against Nepal, as you mentioned. Before you went to USA in similar state, they were relegated from the League 2. Then they brought back their ODI status. They played the World Cup, and World Cup is fantastic for you. Do you think you can carve similar run with Nepalese team, because we at the moment are languishing in the League 2 table?
Talent-wise, there's no reason why that can't happen. The amount of talent here in Nepal cricket. We got 53 boys on show for the next couple of days here. Out of that, you're going to build a pretty strong squad, not only of senior players, but also junior players and the next generation as well. So, look, I don't see that there's any dissimilarities to what happened in USA. My method is slightly different to other coaches. I'm a bit more relaxed. I don't like whiteboards. I don't like too much structure. I like players start thinking for themselves, and when they get out onto the ground, the coach's job's done. They've got to think for themselves on the cricket ground. So I'm going to try and help them think off the ground what they need. A lot of guidance, a lot of support, a lot of love. So I can't wait. It should be good fun. I'm looking forward to it.
As you mentioned, there are 53 boys starting up the core camp. This is the first time this amount of players have been called into the camp. So when you assess the players, will you look into these 6 matches, or the history counts as well? How do you approach to start?
Yeah, look, you could have net sessions. I don't find you find too much in net sessions. You need the players to play, see them in match situations to really get an idea of not only their talent on the cricket field, but their mental attitude, their game awareness, etc. And that's what wins you games of cricket. The team and the squad won't be selected on these games only. What players have done in the past certainly will count. But what this will do will give us an idea of if players are not performing in future. Well, there's players that can come in and take over that role. So that's the main reason. I'd rather see them playing cricket than practicing cricket.
Welcome, coach. Do you set any target for yourself during your tenure?
I'll be guided by the gentleman sitting either side of me. But look, I don't like losing. I'm a bad loser. Target, obviously, we've got World Cup qualifiers coming up towards the end of the year. And to me, that's a big one. To play in a World Cup is pretty special. To be involved in a World Cup as a coach is very special as well. And look, I want players here to understand that it should be their dream and their goal to go out and represent not only themselves, not only in Nepal, but also their family and friends. And to do that at a World Cup is pretty special. So that's the number one goal, to try and create a system where we can promote Nepal up into the World Cup foray. And down the line, I know that Test cricket's a big ambition of Nepal cricket. That's going to take some time. There needs to be structures in place below to achieve that, but I think the conversations I've already had with certain people up here that, if we can build that structure underneath, it'll create longevity of talent coming through.
So how challenging is the journey of the World Cup, do you think?
It's very challenging. I've seen associate cricket up close. I took West Indies to a World Cup qualifier for the 2019 World Cup. And it was brutal. If you lost one game, you were finished. So that's cutthroat cricket. And I understand the dangers of associate cricket in those qualifiers, but I don't want to highlight the negatives or the downside. I want to promote the upside, and that is going to a World Cup is pretty special. So if I can install that sort of confidence into the players, into the board members, that it may take a bit longer, but our number one goal is to be qualified.
Coach, talking about the formats, so far we've had similar team in ODI and T20s apart from one or two individuals. So how do you look on to approach the T20 and ODI team? Will you look to same core or will there be a different approach?
अब अप्सन्सहरू थियो हामीसँग हैन, त्यसपछि हामीले लगभग 70 जना जसले फर्म भर्नु भएको थियो उहाँहरूबाट चाहिँ सर्ट लिस्ट गरेर टप 10 11 जना जति सेलेक्ट गर्यौं। त्यो टप 11 बाट पनि हामीले इन्टरभ्यूको प्रोसेसहरुलाई इमेल मार्फत कोर्डिनेट गर्दाखेरि सबैको इन्टरभ्यू लिइसकेपछि स्पेशली एसोसिएट क्रिकेटमा कस्तो खालको इम्प्याक्ट पार्न सकिन्छ, नेपालको क्रिकेटको इतिहास हेर्यौं भने पनि हामीले त्यो कोच र टिमको कम्बिनेसनले एकदमै भनौं न नेपाली क्रिकेटलाई सफलताहरु जति पनि हामीले पाएका छौं विगतको समयमा, चाहे त्यो उमेर समूहमा होस्, चाहे त्यो नेशनल टिम, मेन्स वुमेन्स, त्यसै सबै कुराले गर्दा त्यो कोच र टिमको कम्बिनेसनलाई चाहिँ एकदमै ध्यान राखेर प्लस एसोसिएट क्रिकेटमा पनि र सब कन्टिनेन्ट भनौं न अब इन्डिया, पाकिस्तान, श्रीलङ्का, बंगलादेश व्हाटएभर यो कन्डिसन्सहरुमा आफूलाई बिजाएको मान्छे छान्नुपर्ने भएको भएर चाहिँ हामीले जब अन्तर्वार्ताहरु गर्यौं, त्यो इन्टरभ्यू गरिसकिसकेपछि चाहिँ उहाँले देखाएको भिजन, उहाँले देखाएको अप्रोच र त्यो सँगसँगै व्हाट नेक्स्ट फर नेपाल क्रिकेट, किनकि हामी हिस्ट्री हेर्यौं भने we've had श्रीलङ्कन कोचेस, we've had इन्डियन कोचेस हैन, त्यसैले अब एउटा नयाँ सोच भनौं न अब अस्ट्रेलियन क्रिकेटरलाई नै प्लस एउटा कोचले लिएर आएर चाहिँ ट्राई एन्ड आइडेन्टिफाई एउटा नयाँ भनौं न बाटो जसले गर्दा हाम्रो अहिलेको यो ओडिआई स्ट्याटस सँगसँगै आगामी दिनमा नेपाली क्रिकेटलाई अझ माथिल्लो पुग्न के कस्ता कदमहरू हामी चाल्न सक्छौं भन्ने कुरा हो। अर्को महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा चाहिँ के हो भन्दाखेरि नट जस्ट अबाउट नेशनल टिमको पर्फर्मेन्स, उहाँसँग कोर्डिनेट गर्दाखेरि ओभरअल क्रिकेटको स्ट्रक्चरमा पनि उहाँले चाहिँ आफ्नो भिजन एउटा प्लान बनाएर चाहिँ एउटा स्ट्रङ प्लेटफर्म बनाउनुपर्छ भन्ने विश्वास नेपाल क्रिकेट संघले पनि राखेको छ र त्यही प्लेटफर्मलाई चाहिँ अब हाम्रो प्रशिक्षकले पनि आएर यो कम्बाइन एफर्टमा चाहिँ लेट्स मुभ टुगेदर भनेर हामीले उहाँलाई सेलेक्ट गरे हो। अर्को महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा चाहिँ के हो भन्दाखेरि अब नयाँ प्रशिक्षक आउनु भएको छ, नयाँ प्रशिक्षक आउन साथ आई होप मान्छेको एक्सपेक्टेसन्स पनि बढेको छ हैन। नेपाल क्रिकेटमा अहिले नेपाल टिम हार्नै हुँदैन हैन, त्यो खालको मानसिकता एउटा जेनरल फ्यानमा छ। तर पनि अब हामीले हाम्रो यो ओभरअल क्रिकेटिङ स्ट्रक्चर, हाम्रो संरचना हेर्ने हो भने चाहिँ अलिकति समय पनि दिनुपर्छ है। अब लास्ट टाइम हाम्रो योभन्दा अगाडिको कोच एकदम क्रिटिकल बेला आएर जसरी उहाँले रिजल्ट्सहरू ल्याउनु भयो होइन, त्यसपछि 2 वर्ष उहाँको टाइम सकिसकेपछि योभन्दा अगाडि ड्याब वाट्मो, प्रबुद्ध दास नायके, रोय दास, रोमेश पटवाल, इभन जगत गुरु लगायत सबैले आफ्नो बेलामा कन्ट्रिब्युट गर्नुभएको छ। त्यसैले अब नयाँ कोच आउनु भएको छ। एज अ क्रिकेट फ्रेटर्निटी हामीले उहाँलाई विश्वास गर्नुपर्ने छ। उहाँको आफ्नो तरिकाहरू होलान्, त्यसलाई क्रिकेट सङ्घले ब्याक गर्नेछ र यो सँगसँगै एउटा नेसनल टिमको पर्फर्मेन्स प्लस ओभरअल क्रिकेटिङ स्ट्रक्चरलाई चाहिँ बलियो बनाउनुपर्छ भन्ने सोच विचारका साथ उहाँले देखाएको भिजन, उहाँले देखाएको हङ्गर र हाम्रो भिजन ठ्याक्क म्याच भएको भएर हामीले उहाँलाई सेलेक्ट गरेका हौँ।
2 वर्ष अगाडि जस्तै अलिकति क्रिटिकल सिचुएसनमै छ, हामी डिभिजन 2 को कुरा गर्छौँ, ओडिआई स्ट्याटस बचाउन नि हामीलाई अलिकति च्यालेन्जिङ नै छ। एसोसिएसनले चाहिँ के टार्गेट सेट गरिदिनु भएको छ 2 वर्षभित्र यो हुनुपर्छ अथवा त्यो केही छ कि भनेर सोध्नु।
फर्स्ट अफ अल त उहाँ फर्स्ट टाइम नेपाल आउनु भएको छ होइन, अब फोन इमेल्सहरूमा कन्भर्सेसन भएको छ। अब उहाँको भिजन के छ पहिला बसेर अब हामी नेक्स्ट 3-4 दिनमा सुन्नेछौँ, बुझ्नेछौँ। अब अहिले हामीले उहाँलाई गोल दिने भन्दा पनि अब हामी सबैजनाले एकदमै ध्यान दिनुपर्ने कुरा चाहिँ के हो भन्दा अभियसली ओडिआई स्ट्याटस महत्त्वपूर्ण छ। नेपालको ओडिआई स्ट्याटस 2018 मा हामीले कसरी पायौँ, 2022 मा कसरी बचायौँ भन्ने कुरा हामी सबै त्यसको प्रत्यक्षदर्शी नै हो। एकदमै स्मल मार्जिन्सहरू थियो त्यो ओडिआई स्ट्याटस पाउनु या नपाउनु, तर समहाउ with lot of effort from the players, lot of effort from the coaching unit, management बाट हामीले त्यो हर्डल पार गरेको हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ अहिले अब क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड लिगको जुन साइकल छ त्यसमा वी आर नट प्लेस्ड वेल, बट ह्याभिङ सेड द्याट हामीसँग इनफ म्याचेस छ कम ब्याक गर्नको लागि। अब ओडिआई स्ट्याटसको महत्त्व के हो र कस्तो भन्ने कुरामा चाहिँ देयर इज नो डाउट द्याट ओडिआई स्ट्याटस ब्रिङ्स इन लट अफ अपर्च्युनिटिज, लट अफ भनौँ न म्याच एक्सपोजर र एउटा स्ट्याटस भइसकेपछि क्रिकेटिङ वर्ल्डले कसरी तपाईँले हेर्छ भन्ने पनि हो। तर त्यो सँगसँगै हामीले आजको दिनसम्म गर्दै नगरेको कुरा चाहिँ के हो भन्दाखेरि नेपाल टिम जित्यो, राम्रो भयो, नेपाल टिम हार्यो, त्यसको भनौँ न आलोचनादेखि लिएर टिप्पणी हामी गर्छौँ। अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ एउटा बलियो जग बनाउनु पर्ने अवस्थामा हामी पुगेका छौँ। त्यो बलियो जग बनाएको खण्डमा ओडिआई स्ट्याटसको नि विभिन्न तहहरू छन् होइन। भोलि यदि नेपालको हामी सबैको लक्ष्य फुल मेम्बर बन्ने या टेस्ट स्ट्याटससम्म जाने हो भने त अब हामी ओडिआई स्ट्याटस मात्र मेन्टेन गर्ने सोचका साथ जान्छौँ भने त यो कहिले पनि हामी त्यो गन्तव्यसम्म पुग्न सक्दैनौँ। अहिलेको लागि प्रशिक्षक आउनु भएको छ, नेसनल टिम इज मोर देन गुड इनफ, हाम्रो अहिले भएको प्लेयर्सहरू टु कम्पिट अगेन्स्ट द बेस्ट क्रिकेटर्स इन द वर्ल्ड। र मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेन्टली हामीले एउटा जग बसाल्नु पर्ने छ नेपाली क्रिकेटमा। त्यो राम्रो प्रोडक्टिभ युनिट जग आजसम्म पनि बसिसकेको छैन। त्यसैले त्यो जग बसाल्ने प्रयासमा चाहिँ नेपाल क्रिकेटसँग अहिले लागिरहेका छौँ हामी सबैजना। त्यसमा नयाँ प्रशिक्षक आइसकेपछि उहाँको भिजन, उहाँको गोल र ओभरअल क्रिकेटको स्ट्रक्चरलाई नै हामी बलियो बनाउँछौँ भने सायद भविष्यमा हामी जहिले पनि यो 4-4 वर्षको दौरानमा ओडिआई स्ट्याटस बच्छ या बच्दैन भन्दा अलिकति माथि उठेर अहिले जग बलियो बनाएर अगाडि बढ्ने हो भने आइएम स्योर आगामी दिनमा हामी सबैको जुन सपना चाहना छ त्यो पुरा हुनेछ।